Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: are you a last-minute warrior? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so wow, that was kind of Grinchish there at the end. So, listen, here's the deal, and this is something I used to do. I don't know if maybe you relate to this. I did this in college. I did this in high school, where I might have an assignment, and that assignment, maybe it was a report I had to do, a speech I had to do, homework that we had to do, and it was due at a certain date. And I was that guy who would wait until the last minute. And I would wait until the last minute, and I would actually even get results. I'd stay up all night, down a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, be super duper tired, and then all of a sudden I would turn in the next day and life was good. And then it would come back, and I might get a C, or I might get a B, or I would pass. So it wasn't like I'm searching for excellence at the time. I would pass. Why? Because I thought everything was about the physicality of life. Like, I worked out all the time, sometimes 2 days a week. I was fortunate enough when I was in college that I was one of 40 guys who walked on at the University of Illinois to play football. It was just in me that I could wait until the last minute and I could pull something off. But yet when it came to playing football, I didn't do that. I trained every day. I worked hard. I wanted to make that team. And so you see the two different scenarios there is that when it came to the grades, they weren't as important to me, but I would still pass. So mediocrity became a part of who I was. And then all of a sudden on the other side, I busted my ass and I made it on the team. And so busting my ass was a part of who I was. But there's these two parts of who I was. It's not like I was just one or I was just the other, because it was showing up in my life. And if you don't pay attention to it enough in life as you move forward, one starts to take over the other. Mediocrity will set in because you start to find out that you can give half-ass effort and still get results, and maybe even some great results. Until one point in time where the mediocre effort doesn't yield the great results. Till the mediocre effort does exactly what mediocre effort does, eventually it catches up to you and you get mediocre results. And eventually those mediocre results aren't sustainable. You start to get shitty results. And then we start to point fingers. Maybe it's your coach, maybe it's people around you, mentors, trainers, whatever it is. Like, damn them, why am I not getting the results that I wanted? And ultimately, it stems back to a point in time where there's things that were really important to you, you bust your ass for, and you get results. And there were things that weren't that important, but you still got results that allowed you to move on. Now, what does that all mean here? Look, I am a coach, and I work with a ton of people, and I mentor people, and I am on the phone with people, and I interview people. And there's a common thread that I see with people. They get pissed off for not having what they want, but yet they're last-minute warriors. They have no sense of urgency in life. They wait until the last minute to get shit done. They wait until the last minute for a talk. They wait until the last minute for preparing for a team meeting for their business. They wait until the last minute to put together a program for their patients. They wait until the last minute to do stuff for their family. They wait until the last minute to finally put together a program for themselves to work out and get healthy. And the last minute meaning they're already 40 pounds overweight and they saw it coming for months, but they didn't do anything about it. There are people who just wait until the last minute, and then they get pissed off at the results that they don't have. Well, I shouldn't say that, because you get a result no matter what. They get pissed off that they didn't get the optimal result that they wanted. So it's like, wait a minute, let me get this straight. So you're going to wait until the last minute to prepare, to truly prepare for X, for situation X, whatever that is for you. And then you're not going to get the results that you want, and you're going to get pissed off at the world because you didn't get the results that you wanted. You're going to be pissed off at yourself and say, maybe I don't have it. Maybe I'm not good enough. When in actuality is you weren't taking it seriously enough in the first place. You weren't doing the work that was necessary in the first place. You don't wait until the last minute. You get prepared. You have ideas that are floating around in your head and you practice and you rehearse. Or you start writing something out. Or you have a team meeting and I go, man, this is how I want it to flow. And you start seeing it and formulating it and brainstorming it and writing it down and walking through the scenarios of how it could pan out. You don't wait until the day before and say, here's some of the ideas that I've had, and count that as working on it. It doesn't work that way. How it works is you do the work. How it works is that look, for me, I'm a speaker, and so I might have a talk a month from now or 2 months from now. I have one coming up, I have one about 2.5 months from now. And I will tell you right now that when I was asked to speak, I already started generating an outline in my head. And when I get to the 2-month point, I will start to rehearse some pieces of that talk. When I get to 30 days out, it's game on. So I will have had 30 days before I go in to do a talk where a couple of times a week, in that 30-day period of time, a couple of times a week, I will have rehearsed this talk. Not script it, rehearse it. Know the different angles and directions I can take it. And I will practice that so that when I get on stage, whatever needs to come out will come out. That's how I speak. That's how I podcast. Whatever needs to come out is going to come out. But I sit and formulate something in my mind first. Here's where I want to go, and then I speak to it. I practice it. And I have for over 10 years. It might even be longer. As of, when I hear myself say that, it's probably been 15 years as of this recording. You practice and you practice and you practice enough, and all of a sudden you can do an impromptu talk and wow an audience. Why? Because you put in the reps to do so. So what does this all mean to you? You have to answer the question. It's a simple question that has to be answered here today. Are you a last-minute warrior? Are you the person who's waiting till the last minute to get stuff done? And worse yet, you even think, you've lied to yourself enough to make you think that you've actually been putting in the work, but you know deep down in your heart it has been a mediocre effort. Are you a last-minute warrior? And look across the board, body, being, balance, or business. Are you a mediocre last-minute warrior? And you're going to say yes to one, if not all of those categories. Now, what is the one thing that you could do today to start to prepare for something? You know something is coming up over the course of the next maybe 30 days. What is something you could do today to start to prepare for something in that area? Body, being, balance, or business. Pick one. What is one area that you can pick right now that says, you know what, I have told my team I was going to start doing team meetings. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start preparing for it. I'm going to actually rehearse how I want it to go. I'm going to write down the outline. I'm going to talk to my coach about it. I'm going to see what he thinks. We're going to role play it back and forth, and boom, I'm going to go in. I'm going to do a live program and see if he'll sit in and watch it. I don't know, maybe something like that. I have a talk coming up. Okay, so I'm going to start rehearsing my talk. It's in 30 days, and 3 days a week I'm going to start to rehearse my talk. I'm just going to practice it and practice it and practice it over and over again so I know it like the back of my hand. I will be unshakable in being able to present this talk and this discussion. I'm going to get the reps in that are necessary for me to go in and have a killer talk, and I'm going to do it that way. Or maybe it's in your health, and you go, you know what, I know I need to be at this point in 60 days. I'm getting married. I'm in a wedding, whatever it is. I need to lose the weight. I can't wait till the last minute and expect to do something and like do what wrestlers do in high school where they like sweat it all out for 2 days. No, I'm going to prepare now. So tomorrow I'm going to call a trainer. Today I'm going to call a trainer, and I'm going to start training for the next 60 days. I'm going to lose as much weight as I can, see what they think is realistic, and ask them to push me. I'm not going to wait until the last minute. Folks, when you live, there's a saying from one of my coaches at one point in time in my life that said, when you lick the lollipop of mediocrity, you suck forever. And once you start living in this world of mediocrity and you get results that are positive, it's easy for you to rest on your laurels. And you become the last minute warrior. And you become okay with mediocre results, saying, yeah, but man, I'm doing good. Until finally one day, good is not good enough. And you start realizing that you've been living in the land of mediocrity. You've been licking the lollipop of mediocrity for many, many years. I hope today is the wake-up call to stop being a last-minute warrior, the person who can bear down and go to war and win the game the next day. Be the person that goes to war every day in body, being, balance, and business. Play this game of life with a sense of urgency every single day, and you will see your results skyrocket. That's why we live in 90-day increments. We do 90-day targets, because if you're willing to go at it with that type of intensity for 90 days, you're going to get results in 90 days that people talk about getting in 1, 2, and 3 years. So make that commitment today and watch your life soar. And if you need help or you need assistance, this is what I do. I'm a coach and I'm damn good at it. But you have to do the work. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. Hey, as always, this is the Commit and Go podcast. Please subscribe, rate, and even leave a review. We are on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. And please share it with your friends as well. Also, feel free to head over to the Commit and Go page. That's right, we have a page now for Commit and Go. Head over there. You can find out more about coaching. You can find out more about events and things that we do throughout the course of a month, a day, a week, a month, and even through the course of the year. That's all I've got for you. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we ask you, encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big action results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.